Y'all wanted it? Here it is. January 1st, 2022. Complete worldwide weather recap. Here we go. So to start off here, we have the United States. And of course, United States, it has a lot of weather. There's also weather around the world, and we'll cover that in a little bit. But first, the United States had a lot of weather on January 1st this year. So first of all, we had 14 different tornadoes. January 1st, 14 tornadoes. What the heck? Yeah. Guess what? Strongest one, EF2. EF2, January 1st. Yeah. I think that kind of, if you've been tracking some of the tornadoes this year, you've probably been like, yep, I believe it. The tornadoes have been crazy this year. But January 1st, EF2 hit Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And Hopkinsville, Kentucky, kind of small town. The tornado ended up causing $600,000 in damage to the town. But it only was on the ground for a mile, just over a mile, but still, not that long. It was a very short-lived tornado, caused a lot of damage, $600,000 in damage, and then lifted. But among that, there was also more tornadoes, of course. There was 14. But two other main ones that I wanted to briefly mention. There was two EF1s, one in Kentucky, one in Tennessee, and each of them caused $50,000 in damage. So there was actually just a little bit more than that in total damage, but just over $700,000 in damage of tornado damage on January 1st of this year. Not to mention, Kentucky got hit even more. Yeah, it's like, what can be worse than 14 tornadoes causing $700,000 of damage in the U.S.? Hopkinsville, got hit by an EF2. What can be worse? Try some flash floods. Kentucky had some horrendous flash floods, caused $800,000 in damage. $800,000. So there was more flash flood damage in Kentucky alone than there was of tornado damage across a few states. Kentucky, Tennessee, and Alabama to be exact. But still, more flash flood damage in Kentucky than tornadic damage. Not to mention on January 1st, a storm system begins to take effect. And when I say take effect, I mean it begins to form. It's, just starting to get its act together and stuff. And that system will later go on to become a winter storm, which will be covered in some of the future days, because we're going to do every day and stuff, but it'll be covered in some of the future days. But this storm system will end up becoming what the Weather Channel, unofficially called Winter Storm Frida. I like to refer to it as the early January nor'easter. Not Winter Storm Frida, because winter storms do not have names. Another thing that should go mentioned today is the Marshall Fire ended. January 1st, the Marshall Fire in Colorado ended. Colorado ended. Unfortunately, there was 2 fatalities, 6 injuries, and $500 million in damage from the fire. Well, that's your U.S. news, so what happened worldwide on that day? Well, let's start with India. India had a landslide. And you're like, okay, what's the big deal? Well, unfortunately, 4 people were killed from it. And as of this day, January 1st, imitation, I'm recording this in May, but January 1st, there were still 3 people that were trapped. So you have to wait till tomorrow to see what happens if I have news of that. I don't know. Maybe. Don't know. But you have to wait for the next January 2nd's video to find out about that. Any more details. All we know as of this time, since it's January 1st only, is there is 4 fatalities from the landslide in India. And then, on top of India, now you move to the whatever Iceland is. Iceland, I think, is Europe or North America or whatever, but Iceland. You move to Iceland now. Iceland has a crazy nationwide severe wind event. And when I say nationwide, I mean it was across the entire island of Iceland, chaos. And when you convert some of the things, because I know a lot of people here don't know meters and stuff, I'll say it was the strongest wind gust I could find was 47 meters per second. When you convert that, that's over 100 miles per hour. Wind gusts of over 100 miles per hour in Iceland on January 1st. There was some more stuff, ongoing stuff, but those haven't really taken much of an effect, or we'll cover those whenever they make landfall, or end for flooding, so we know total stuff that can be foreshadowing. You can take it, but yeah. Alright, so if you want to see me do some more videos like this, of course, click that like button, subscribe, because I'm going to be covering world events each day. I'm going to try to make a short video for every day of the year. 2022, having an entire weather documentary of the year. If you want to see more, click that like button and subscribe because I need it. As you can see, I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow. Yeah, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone.